8th grade, page 32 in your book, variables and familiar formulas. So we got quite a few notes to take here at the beginning. So first off, we have formula, and a formula is an equation. Now my pen doesn't want to work at all. It looks terrible, doesn't it? Equation. Sometimes it works better if I write in cursive, so we'll try to get that. That relates to, don't know why that starts. Relates. This just makes me laugh. 2 or more. I don't know what the deal is. 2 or more quantities. Okay, that's kind of sad. Equation that relates 2 or more quantities. It's really ugly, but anyway. All right, then we have perimeter. Perimeter is the distance around a figure. And we're going to be talking about rectangles and squares. So for a rectangle, you have 2 lengths plus 2 widths in a rectangle. There's a length, a width, a length, and a width. And you could add all those up, but the formula, if you take 2 times L, 2 times the lengths and 2 times the widths, you'll come up with the perimeter. And then for a square, since all the sides on a square are equal, it's side and side and side and side. To find the perimeter of a square, you just take 4 times S, which is the length of one side, because all 4 of them are the same. So those are some, and that's coming out of the key concept box on page 32. So let me erase those, and then let's talk about area now. The area that covers a figure. And when I mean that, it means like putting down carpet, painting a wall, planting grass, that all covering an area. We have a rectangle. The area is just length times width. It's supposed to be a dot right there for times. Really didn't need to put anything. A square, the area is side times side, which is abbreviated side squared. So side times side is the same as length times width, just in a square. They're both the same, so we call them S for side. So example number 1, finding the perimeter and area. It says find the perimeter and area of this rectangle. So you'll see the first thing we're going to do is find the perimeter. So we write the formula, 2L plus 2W. We substitute in the 8 for the L for the length, the 5 for the width. And then we, using order operations, we multiply and then we add. So we take 2 times 8 and get 16 right here. You get 16. And you go 2 times 5 right here, which is 10. And it comes out to be 26. And it should be feet. I don't know if it'll cap it at the end. Maybe it will say it at the end that it's 26 feet. Now finding the area. You remember the formula for the area is just length times width. So you substitute in the 8 times 5, and the area is 40. So the perimeter is 26 feet. The area is 40 square feet. Remember when we do area, right here, we label it square feet. It's how many squares cover it. And we can also write it like this, feet squared. That means the same thing. So example number 2, finding a side length. Now, what they're doing is they're giving you the area. Check out this picture here. They're telling you the area is 81. So you have to think, okay, what do these 2 numbers have to be in order for that right there to be 81? So what did we do to the sides. Well, we took, you know, in a rectangle it's length times width. Well, in a square it's side times side. And the sides are the same. So what two numbers that are the same multiply together to make 81? Or in other words, what number squared is 81? And that's 9. 9 squared is 81. So the side length of this one would be 9 feet. So they're just, you know, area, they're just trying to mess with you a little bit, make it a little bit harder, actually make you think a little bit, which is always, it's always a good thing. So here they are, and they get 9, just like we did. Okay, a rabbit is running at a rate using the distance formula, and by the way, let's talk about the distance formula before we do this problem. In the key concept box on page 33, and the key concept is that blue box, it talks about the distance formula, and I'm going to write it in algebra. I'll write it in words. Distance equals rate times time, and it's usually D equals RT. So the distance is usually how far something travels. The rate is how fast. It's like per second, per minute, per mile, per hour. The time is how long. So we see this example number 3. We start going through, and it says the rabbit is running at a rate of 26.4 feet per second. How far does the rabbit travel in 5 seconds? So they give us, we want to know how far it travels. So we don't know the distance. So that's going to stay D. We don't know what that is. Its rate is 26.4 feet. So that's the R in 5 seconds. And it's per second, and it's in seconds. So they're the same measurements. So we can just take, we need to find the distance. So how 26.4 times 5. So I put that, and notice I don't know what 26.4 times 5 is, so I just go off to the side. And remember, and I had a decimal point up here, so I need to put 1 in right here since there's 1 total up here. I didn't just bring it straight down. Okay, if there was 2 up here, I would have to put 2 in. So there's just 1. So that rabbit went 132 feet. Sorry, don't know what that line was. Okay, let's see what they do. I might be right in the, let me get rid of my stuff here. So we wrote the formula, we substituted those into the right places, and then we multiplied. Got the same answer. Okay, so for our guided practice, we go through and we have some area and perimeter to do. They're asking us to find both of them. So right here we have perimeter and area, so I want to make sure I'm doing both. So perimeter is 2L plus 2W, so 2 times 25 plus 2 times 14. And you know, by all means, if it helps to draw a picture, label the side, do that. Okay, so 2 times 25 is 50, 2 times 14 is 28, so I add and I get 78. Let's see what we get here. Write the formula, which is what we did. We substituted the values in, just like us, multiplied and added. Okay, now we got to do the area. I forgot about that. So area is length times width. So the length is 25, the width is 14, so it's going to be 25 times 14. So I go 0, carry the 2, that's 8, 9, 10, put a placeholder, 5 and then 2. So 350 square inches, or you could put inches squared, which they also did. Excellent. Okay, number 2, find the perimeter and area. So now we have a square. So let me quick draw halfway decent picture of a square. So that one, for a perimeter of a square, the formula is 4S. So that's supposed to be 4 times 7. That would be 28 inches. Area is side squared. So 7 squared, which is 7 times 7. And that would be inches squared, or square inches. Either way you want to write that. So there's my perimeter formula. they use a different, I usually use 4S. They use the 2L, but I like the 4S. It's faster. Substitute in 7 times 7, and we get 49. So we agree. Find the side length of the figure. Alright, so we have a rectangle. That, and I'm going to draw a picture here. It has a length of 13. It has a width of, we don't know, but it has an area of 91 square centimeters. So I know the area. So here's the formula. Area equals length times width. Okay, we know the area, so we put in 91. The length is 13. The width is unknown. We don't know. So let's think of this as a question. 13 times what number is 91? Well, what's the opposite of multiplying? That's to divide. So you're really trying to figure out how many times does 13 go into 91. So let's try 5. 5 is a good starting point. 65, that's not enough. So let's try a couple more just to look at there. There it is. So W equals 7, and it would be 7 centimeters. And you know what? The picture helps, and you have a formula, and you just put the numbers into the right place, solve for what you don't know. So there they are, putting in the numbers just like we did, and the answer comes out to be 7. Find the side length of the figure, so you have a square this time, and the area is given, it's 100 yards squared, so we took side times side. So what two numbers that are the same multiply to make 100? S times S equals 100. That would have to be 10 times 10. So S equals 10, and it's in yards, 10 yards. See how they did? You know, I'm taking the time to write the formulas. You're doing that with me. You just do not make mistakes when you take the time to do that. Now this has distance, so that's that distance formula. So right away I see that, I'm going to go distance equals rate times time. I get that ready. Now I'm going to put in what I know. How far does a car travel in 2 hours at a rate of 40 miles per hour? Well, my rate is 40. It says rate right there. And it travels for 2 hours, which is time. So what's the distance? So that would be 80. And it's in miles per hour, so you would go 80 miles. So there's the distance formula. S, I think they put in that for speed maybe, but I like to keep it rate and time. Just keep it consistent throughout. Okay, standardized test practice for example number 4, and this is on page 34. Now, one thing the book talks about is rewriting the distance formula to help you, and I think it's just easy. I think it's hard to remember all sorts of distance formulas. I just use the distance formula that we've been practicing. I just use distance equals rate times time, and I substitute in what I know. So here's the running times. How long will it take a rabbit to travel 264 feet at a rate of 22 feet per second? So right here, he was going to travel 264 feet total distance at a rate of 22 feet per second. How long will it take him? We don't know the time. So you think 22 times what number is 264, and the opposite of multiplying again is to divide. And I know you guys don't like to do long division, but look, it's not that hard. 22 goes into 26 once. And then you subtract again, bring down, and 22 goes into 44 twice. So the answer would be 12, and now you have to keep track of the labels. It says how long, this is feet at a rate of 27 feet per second, so there's seconds in there. So it's going to be seconds. And look, they even have them up here in the multiple choice, so we don't even really have to worry about it because it's given right there in B. It's kind of nice to know how to do it though when it's not given. So they wrote it in a different way, but notice, look, they come up with the same thing. They're dividing. So to me, it's just easier to remember one formula and just put in what you know. So on this one again, I'm not going to worry about the formula. Here we have distance equals rate times time. Remember, I said there's more than one way to do these math problems, and I know sometimes that's good and sometimes that's bad, but How fast is a rabbit running if it travels 192 feet? That's its total distance. And how fast is the rate in 8 seconds? So we'll take 192 divided by 8. That goes in there twice, which is 1632. That rabbit is traveling 24 feet per second. So I could substitute in those all day. They wrote it again in a different way, but notice they're still going to end up dividing the same thing we did and come up with 24 as their answer. 24 feet per second. Okay, that's it for 1.6. We'll see you later.